What's up, guys, and welcome back to my podcast. It's your host, Lightning Kate, and today I'm here with
Anna Clara.
And today we are going to be doing a episode on how to manifest and how to detach. So the power of manifestation and how to detach. So I'll let you go ahead and start.
Okay, so I'll start off with the power of manifestation because I don't know, that's what comes to mind right now. So I am Christian personally, and I know Caylee is too. And something that my mom always says is everything you say, you're prophetizing is gonna happen. So if you're like, oh, why can't I do this? This is too hard. She's like, if you keep saying that, then that's gonna happen. So I think it's really important for you to believe in yourself and always be like, I can do this, I will do this, and manifest just good things. Pray.
Yeah, I agree with that because something that I truly hardly it's one of a moral, I don't know, but anywho, I believe that the power of the tongue, or the tip of the tongue that people say, like you said, the more you keep saying it, you keep saying it's too hard, you're gonna fail the test. But even you could not study, not be prepared, but you're only manifesting, and it's gonna be better than if you're studying but keep saying you're gonna fail the test. So power of manifestation is really true, and what you say is really what it is, and it's what happens, because what you make life is what it is. So if you see life as a super positive thing, you take everything as such a great sign, you're just such a happy person, and you're not spreading negativity, only positivity, then your life is going to be amazing. Positive people are going to come into your life. But the more that you keep finding the negative in everything, your life is going to be just so miserable. And plus, for the Christians out there, God doesn't want you to be focused on the negative. There could be 1,000 negative things in your life, but only one positive thing. He wants you to focus on that one positive thing. So now we're going to talk about a little bit of how to detach.
Can I add on?
Yeah, go ahead, add on.
So basically, my mom says that, well, not my mom says, but also something that I truly believe. God lets things go wrong in your life for you to see how good he is.
Oh, yeah.
And for him to take you out of that hole, just for you to really realize his power. So if something is going wrong in your life right now, or you just feel you're in a deep hole and there's no coming out, just wait, just pray, believe in him, because he's gonna pull you out for you to really see how powerful he is. So on to detaching.
But actually, one last thing before we get on to that, I have an experience to share. So me and my sister had to share rooms because my mom's cousin came over, and he had to take one of our rooms. And so we stayed in my room because my room is bigger. And my cousin took my sister's room. But my sister, not that she's not the best roommate, but, we're sisters. We're going to fight. We're going to tussle and all that stuff. So it was a time where we were fighting a lot. And I'm like, oh, my God, why would you do this to me, Lord? This is not a good predicament to be in. I can't believe this is your plan. I was so mad at God. Next thing you know, the day after, the AC cuts off. And I wake up and my mom goes, the AC's not working. I'm like, what? What do you mean the AC's not working? And then I didn't realize how much I had to be grateful for until God took away the AC, something that I didn't even realize I valued so much. Without AC, a lot would be different, probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be doing online school because it's so hot. And I'm very, I don't really like extreme temperatures. I don't like it to be too hot. I don't like it to be too cold. I like a nice in between. So the AC wasn't working. I was super upset. But after, I was upset for literally 2 seconds until everything clicked and I was realizing, wow, I see what you're doing, Lord. You're right. I was being super ungrateful. I have so much to be grateful for. Life is so beautiful. We have AC. We have working water. We have all these things. And I'm over here worried about just this one thing. And, even though there's a couple negative things in my life, worry about the positive.
There's so much more to be grateful for.
Right.
Okay, now on to detachment. So, I'm the type of person that when I like something, I stick to it. And that's been a struggle with me for a long time with boys, because I in all have probably had about 4 crushes in my entire lifetime, but each of those have lasted more than
a year.
Yeah, more than a year.
Hold it closer to
more than a year. And the last boy that I've liked him since about October of last year. And honestly, if he texted me right now and was I still have feelings for you, I probably would respond the same way, but I feel like I've gotten better at detaching myself from him and being less dependent on him. And honestly, the only advice that I have for detaching is to give yourself time to heal and cry. Like, you can't just detach yourself in 1 week. Like, that's not possible. That's not gonna happen. And really surround yourself with positive people. I would say distractions, but don't just date another guy for like a week to try to distract yourself from the guy that you like. Like, have positive distractions. Go out with your friends. Go to church. I love going to church because a bunch of my friends are there. Find activities to do. Go to the park. And honestly, trust God. I actually have a verse. Let me find it.
And I just told them a verse yesterday too. You know what? We're gonna start doing verse of the day.
So this, I literally stumbled upon this one. I was talking with my friend at her house about this, and it says Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those spirits who have been crushed. So if you're really feeling like you're in despair, look in the Bible. It has all the answers for you, and the tough times will get better. I promise.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit more to add on to that. When you were saying like to like find distractions, I totally agree not to find this, because the thing is, people, they take, okay, now it's time to heal, and I feel like the next step is to find a distraction. Find a distraction does not mean to meet another person, because the thing is, you meet another person as a rebound, and now either you're going to be more attached to this person than you were the last, and now you have to detach yourself even more than before, or you're going to end up hurting this new person, because hurt people. So
That's so true.
yeah, so you have to pick up a new hobby, something to where it's a distraction enough to where you're not thinking about them constantly, but it's not a distraction to where you're disregarding the fact that you need to get over them. So yeah.
Yeah. And like, if you feel like bad about yourself and you think like, what is wrong with me? Hurt people. That's something that I believe in so strongly. Like, you won't ever see this happy kid that just got out of vacation like screaming at people, hitting people, doing all this. No, they're happy, they're joyful, they're not thinking of all these negative thoughts. So if you ever find yourself like with somebody who's like crazy mean to you, they're always like talking bad about you, or they're always hitting you, just like take a step back and like, how much do you really know about that person? Like, do you know about their life? Do you know what has happened recently in their life? Try, like, instead of like ignoring it or saying something mean back, try saying like, you know, God bless you, have a good day, and like see how that goes.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day, you and like, you know who, I don't want to say names because anywho, so her and one of the kids at the school that were, it's like a mutual friend, they got into a little argument, and I was telling the kid to like, whenever you guys are getting into an argument, like, has it, because he was asking me like, what do I do, like she's being so mean to me, and I'm like, okay, we'll just be like, how are you doing, how was your day? And I thought it was so funny when you did that to somebody else. It was so funny. It was so funny because it was like, great minds think alike, because I told him to do that as advice for you, and now you did it to somebody else. It was so funny. So, but it's true though, kill them with kindness. If you feel like they're just being so negative, kill them back with kindness. There's no need to get your get back. In the Bible it says to just let God handle everything. So it's not Christianly of you to constantly want to get revenge, even if you feel like you hold that resentment. Like what I do when I feel like so mad about something, I ball up my fist and then I let it all out. That's me leaving it to God. I was saying that yesterday. If you see me ball up my fist, it's a good sign, because that's me trying to take it in and let it out. But if I don't ball up my fist, then that's when it's like, whoa, she's mad but she's not balling up. That's when it's like a bad thing.
Again, with the distractions, like, we both play sports. I play volleyball, she plays basketball, and honestly, I don't know where I would be without it, because like at practice, like, it's so nice to just like forget about everything that's going on in my life and just focus on doing the best at what I'm good at. So like, if you like, I highly recommend like getting into a sport you like. It isn't like, guys, like literally just taking a walk. You could like do a marathon of walking. Like, it's like there's so many stuff to do. Like, go out to nature, just have fun, live your life, enjoy it.
Because for me, basketball has been such a big distraction in the best way possible, because it's like, okay, I've been through everything, but at least I get to, at the end of the night, 6 p.m., I get to go to practice and I get to relieve all my stress. And not only do I get to relieve all my stress, basketball literally takes my mind off of everything, because you're focused on trying to lock in, trying to do good, you're focused on trying to make your layups, you're focused on trying to get the ball over the net just perfectly in volleyball. So these sports, like, if you feel like, you know, you're stuck on this person, it's been a long time, maybe get into a new sport, get into a new hobby, start taking walks. You don't even have to like get into a sport, because I know that sports take a lot of dedication and hard work. So
and
if you're
time
not
and energy, like maybe you don't have the time, you're too focused on like school, or your family can't like do anything.
Yeah, so I understand that everybody can't partake in a sport, but then just go on a walk, start riding your bike, start working out at the gym, anything, like start doing squats, push-ups, anything to take your mind, like a reliever. Find something that is a reliever for you, and it's like it's kind of like your escape, to where, you know, when you're doing that, like, you feel safe, you feel at home.
And oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Back to you. Let me just finish thinking whatever.
But yeah, okay, so I would say like another way on how to detach somebody is to let everybody let your friends, go ahead.
Actually, kind of just like helped me remember when you said friends. You have to know who you surround yourself with, because honestly, I've been having like this trouble with detaching people who I know aren't good for me, and I know they're holding me back, whether that is emotionally, like it's holding me back like with school, whether it's with my sports. Like, I know they're doing stuff that if other people did it, I would not let that pass. Like, it's chipping away at me. But, like, it's really, really hard. And I know that there are a lot of people in the world that feel this way, and it's hard to let them go. But my advice is, like, you don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. You could just, like, that's like really harsh, and I feel like that would just cause problems, if anything. But like a really good way to do that could be could just say, oh, like, honestly, I'm really grateful that you've been my friend for these past few years, but I just feel like that we're both growing our separate ways, and like it'd be better if we just distance ourselves a little more. And like the people you surround yourself with, it's really, really important, because ever since I started going to Friday church, which is the teen youth group, I found a community that's so welcoming and it's so nice, and they like support each other and help me grow through Christ, which is like the most important growth. And yeah.
No, we're filming a podcast.
Oh, hi podcast. How are y'all? It's Mika.
Period. Okay, but yeah, so
The lights just went off.
really
Yeah.
outside.
That just reset it.
Oh.
Let's pray for it.
Oh, look, it just went out again.
Guys, look.
The light in the school is going out.
Aaron, it's going out again. Don't let it go.
Don't go outside though. Please stay inside.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, okay. But okay, no, this is not going to affect the podcast. It's actually going to help, you know, so you guys could see how it's like being in a charter school. But you were saying I had something to say, but I forgot. But you were basically the people that you surround yourself with. I think that you should hold on. All right, you guys, but we're going to film for like another 10 minutes. So yeah, I think that when it comes to the people that you're surrounding, you need to make sure that you're around good people who are going to understand what you're going through and allow you to feel. Because you'll have some friends that's like, oh, you just got out of a breakup, let's just go and get out and forget about everything. But some friends will be like, okay, let's analyze how you're feeling first, you know? How do you, right, and let's see how you feel. And you were saying that sometimes that it's not always the best idea to just go cold turkey, not talk to the person. I think that that's a good and a bad thing, because you have to know, depending, like if it's a 4-year relationship, you're probably not going to be able to just go cold turkey and just not talk to them, because it's like, even though you guys were in a relationship, you guys were friends, you guys seen each other every day, you guys were talking to each other. That's your emotional support system. So to cut them off in that aspect is going to be like such a bad thing, because not only do you have to detach them as just in a romantic relationship, you have to cut them off as a person and as a friend, like all these other things that they were to you. So I think that you have to know what kind of relationship and what kind of person that you guys are to know whether you need to cut it off and not talk to them, or just be friends with them, be cordial, and talk to them.
Because, and like, cutting them off doesn't mean I'm going to ignore them every single day. I'm not going to talk to them. I'm blocking them on everything. Because honestly, that's just going to cause more problems. They're going to be talking about you way more. They're going to be way more relevant than they were. So, like, just like, of course, kill them with kindness again. Like, you do not have to be mean about it. You can compliment them, say hi to them.
Don't hold resentment. And I also want to say that cutting somebody off doesn't mean you're not talking to them. It just means that you're showing them a little love.
Yes. But, like, obviously, I think that is vital in some relationships. Especially, like, in, like, more romantic relationships, sometimes, like, you need to cut them off. Because some people are so toxic, it's not even funny.
And it's not healthy either. Because the thing is, some relationships you have to know when and when not to cut them off. Because some relationships you won't cut them off, but to them, because you didn't cut them off, absolutely nothing has changed. And it's going to be like a toxic pattern because you're constantly trying to cut them off, but they keep, like, manipulating you into thinking that you guys are together again. So make sure y'all stay away from manipulators too.
And at the moment, because when I think back to the time, like, around this year when I was, like, really, really into the boy that, like, I was talking to, I was, like, I remember being so happy. But looking back at it now, like, I was just enjoying myself. I would literally wake up at 4 a.m. every single morning to do my hair and makeup. Like, what about my sleep?
Like, and with practice, I already know you're not sleeping at 7 or 8 o'clock.
Exactly. And, like, what? Like, I was doing all that for what? Like, my sleep schedule was probably so messed up. I would wake up early. My grades were dog. My grades were dog poop. Like, they were horrible. I had D's, I had C's. Like, that's so unacceptable. And I was not focusing in God or my good distractions like my sport and my friends. I was just so focused on him. Like, my mind was on him 24/7. But I was happy. And the happier I got with him, the harder it was for me to let go of him after what happened. So if you really feel like you're so happy with him, but you hear your friends saying, no, he's bad for you, he's destroying you, and you're surrounding yourself with good friends, then I think it's time to let go of him.
And I think also, if everybody around, if you know, like, you have to know, if you know you're around good people, but they're constantly saying you can do better, this person is not good for you, you need to listen to those people, because obviously you're friends with them for a reason. You're around them for a reason.
Don't scream, don't bounce, chill out.
You're around them for a reason, so you should know to take their advice that the person is not good. So you have to, like, know what people, you guys see what I'm trying to say. So, and then there was one more thing that I wanted to make a comment about. I forgot. Do you have anything else to say?
Sure, while you think about that. Like, I feel like your environment, that's what builds you. A flower can't grow in concrete. It needs soil, sunlight, and water. And that's like us. Like, you can't surround yourself with negative friends, a messy bedroom, ignoring your parents all the time who obviously care for you, and just, like, isolating yourself. That's not going to help you with anything. It might feel good for a second, but, like, you need a good habit that I picked up is when my room is clean, I feel more calm and collected. So it's like those simple tasks in life, whether it's cleaning your room, helping out with chores, listening to podcasts that help you learn how to get better, taking a shower, folding your clothes, like, it all helps.
And it seems so simple, but a tiny thing like taking a shower, taking even a bubble bath, it seems so simple, but it's just a thing that will, like, make you feel like, oh my god, I should have been taking a shower, because now I feel so much better. Like, for me, taking a shower and, like, washing away all the things. And I wanted to say also that it's not a good idea when you're trying to detach from somebody, be on good terms with everybody else around you. You don't want to you're not trying to detach from because it's hard to detach from multiple people at once. So you have to communicate with the people around you, and, you know, be in a good space with them, be happy with them, let them know how you're feeling, and, like I said, communicate. And then there's also something that I wanted to say about the flower method. method, not flower method, but like I guess it was like how it grows. There was like an experiment that people were doing. There was 2 flowers. One, they sung to it, gave it compliments, and the other flower, they're like, oh my god, you're so nasty, you're so ugly, you're so dirty, I don't think you're gonna grow. And the other one, they were speaking positive towards it. And these are living organisms, which show that living organisms need to hear positivity to thrive, to grow, and they need to be in a good environment to be able to grow and to become a better person. So you're constantly having negative people, negative things around you, that's not going to help you to grow as a person. But now if you're around positive people and they're always complimenting you and they're always like telling you like what's good about yourself, and you and the person are always focused on the positive, you and the person can grow, because just because they're like, you hearing and saying positive things can help you grow.
And honestly, there's also some really good, so like you can literally make it yourself or you can buy it. 2 things. So one is this daily devotional book and for teen girls, and it's literally just a small page with the Bible verse, a little reading, just a small 1.5 paragraphs, and then a Bible verse at the bottom. That is literally meant for you. Like, God picks out which pages you read and what pages you open to speak to you through his word. And like, you can get like a little cup, or like there are like these little cards that you pick out, or sticks, and like they each have a Bible verse, and like God is in control of everything, so whatever you pick out, he chose that for you. So that can like really help, like if you're needing like for God to talk to you, you just feel like so out of sync, just do that. Try doing that every day. Pray. You'll really notice a difference.
And I feel like another way to detach, if you're not already, get closer to God. Even sometimes you feel like you're already close to God until you start getting closer to him. You want to build a relationship with him, talk to him, tell him how you feel. That doesn't mean only run to him when you're sad and when you need help. Run to him when you're happy. Say, thank you, God, for everything that you've given me. I'm so happy that I have good people in my life. I'm constantly thanking him for health, for happiness, for the people in my life. Because if you're always running, I mean, he's going to love you either way. He's going to bless you either way. But it's about building a relationship with him, because I would feel guilty if I'm only running to him when I need help. God wants you to run to him when he needs help, but he also wants you to run to him when you're happy, when you just want to feel better. Like, he wants to be that person that you're running to. Like, oh my God, I'm feeling happy, run to God. I'm feeling sad, run to God. I'm feeling angry. Like, he wants to be that person. Make him that person, you know?
One thing that I really work on, like, that I try to do, is like I want to get to the point that as soon as I wake up, I thank God for helping me wake up. Thank God that I woke up one more day, I have another breath in me, and that my family is still here. I will admit I'm not to that point yet, but everybody can improve. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to do that. So like, it can be as simple as that. It can be as simple as saying, thank you, God, for the food that I'm eating. There, you're already talking to him like about 3 times a day, which is something. It's a start.
And God wants you he wants you to notice every possible positive aspect in life. The more you're focused on, oh my gosh, I walked into the class, there was no shooter in the class. You know, like any tiny little thing, you're romanticizing your life. That's another way to help yourself detach. Romanticize your life. Everything is going to be such butterflies and rainbows if you see the positive in everything.
And yeah, I don't have anything to add to you.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and end the podcast here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go follow Anna on
TikTok, and yeah, it's XOXO Anna.
Okay, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Have a good day.